Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay. So let's get started. This is still deploying. See, I told you it takes time, a lot of time. Uh, Meanwhile, let's try to understand our uh, local network gateway. So what this local network gateway is representing, it's the public IP and the IP address, the address space. But whose public IP and whose address space? The same VNets? No. It is representing the public IP and the address space of the other VNet. It could be VNet, it could be router and their VLAN, it could be anything. But in this case, we have both VNets, right? So this one, this local network gateway, right? It is representing this virtual network's address space and the public IP of my virtual network gateway. These two things this local network gateway is representing. Understood this one?
Yes.
Similarly here, this local network gateway, it is representing the address space of this virtual network and public IP of the other VNet gateway. So let's go ahead and create it. So here I'm creating under UT-Kloud. I've selected the resource group. I've selected this one. So name here this local network gateway because it is representing Gauss's details. So I will mention his name. Okay. Or let's, to avoid confusion, let's keep it UT-Kloud. I told you names, they do not matter anything. UT-Kloud local network gateway. Fine. IP address. Whose IP address? Yes, guys. Whose IP address do we need here?
Gross VNet IP address.
Yes. VNet, will VNet have IP address?
No, VNet
Public
gateway.
IP address.
Yeah, whose public IP address? Does the VNet have public IP address?
No.
Then what is the component? Whose public IP we need?
Virtual network gateway public IP.
Yes, it's
Gateway
not VNet, it's
gateway
VNet
public IP.
gateway. Gateway will always have public IP. So it is being created. Still, I will be able to manage the public IP. How? Because I see here that this is created. So I won't touch here, but I'll just simply go to the next page, search for all public IPs. It's normally it's a good idea to just wait and everything, let everything created and go step by step. In production environment, you are never in a hurry. You will never do this thing. But here, it's okay. We can manage. So what is my public IP, guys? Which one do I need here?
Gross VNet
Ghost
gateway
VNet
VNet.
gateway.
gateway.
See, now you understand why the naming convention is helpful and how it helps. This is next thing. I need the address space. Whose address space?
Ghost VNet address space.
Gross VNet address
His
space.
virtual network's address space. So I can go here and search for virtual network. I can do that using one machine, or we can go from their page, that page also, but it's okay. We know it now. This is the VN, which is in question now, right? Which is in progress. So let's search. What is the address space of this VNet? Where will I see it?
172.19.0.
172.
Here it is.
19.
Am I taking machines IP? Am I taking public IP, machines public IP or private IP? Anything? Am I doing anything with the resource specific?
No.
No.
No. I am creating VNet to VNet, right? So I'm interested in VNet's address space and I'm interested in VNet gateway's public IP, not virtual machines. So this is done. Let's click next. Border gateway protocol. No, we don't want here also. Just click review and click on create. Now my local network gateway, it's in progress. At one stage, my virtual network gateway, VNet gateway is being created. I had public IP, hence I had this liberty to use that. Otherwise, I would have waited for this to get completed. Now I'm creating my local network gateway. My local network gateway is in progress. My virtual network gateway, it is in progress. Do I have to create one local network gateway here also?
Yes.
Yes.
By the way,
Yes.
look at this. Our virtual network gateway is ready. Right? At first, let's create a local network gateway at this side also. So now if I want to create a local network gateway here, I'll search for local network gateway. I got it. I don't have any existing, so I am not able to see any list. Otherwise, a list will appear here if you have multiple. I'm creating it. This is subscription fine. Resource group doesn't matter. I'm keeping it in the same one, so it helps me to delete it. Region, it's already there. I'm naming it as local network gateway. Whose IP address do I need here?
VNet gateway.
Whose VNet gateway?
UTK,
Yes,
UTK.
UT Cloud. UT Clouds.
UT-Kloud's virtual network gateways IP, public IP address. So I go to here, an address space. So see here, because I'm logged in from my ID, so I'm able to see his also. But I'm not interested in Gauss's details as of now. You won't even see it, right? This is someone else's. You will see your own. So you'll come here, virtual UT-Kloud VNet. You will share your details. Maybe it's over the email or Teams, right? So you'll share your address space with them, and they will configure it their end, like they have shared it. What else do I require? I require public IP. Whose public IP? UT-Kloud's virtual network gateway's public IP. So
Yeah.
I'll go ahead here and search for it. If this gets created, we'll have all the information handy here on the same page, but it is still in progress. Local network gateway is completed, by the way, here. Okay, now I'm looking for UT-Kloud's VNet gateway. So this is the public IP I'm interested in. I'll share this public IP here and click. So local network gateway created. Virtual network gateway here, it's being created. Here it has been done. In fact, at the boat, and now it's done. This is how it looks. VNet gateway. How it looks. Let's quickly have a look at that. I'll just open one. Both are same. So at least you'll have a better view. So see, when you are creating, let's say Gauss is creating his local network gateway, he will ask me, give me your public IP. UT-Kloud's VNet gateway's public IP. So this public IP, I'll give him. I won't copy from here. They don't require name, just the public IP, right? And he'll tell me, I need the address space. Whose address space? This virtual network's address space. So I'll click on this and I'll get the address space. I will share the address space. Is this point clear, guys, to everyone? And same thing I'll collect from him and we'll create our local network gateways. Is it clear till here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, our local network gateway, this is also ready. It just has some information. We're not doing anything. Look at this. If you want to check, we have the information here. Okay, now, what else do we require for, should these machines start ping each other? Or am I,
Connectivity will be required there.
yes, connection is still pending, right? So I'm done with VNet. I'm done with gateway subnet, done with VNet gateway, public IP arranged, local network gateway I configure. The only last thing is pending, it's connection. So let's go ahead and check connections. Like VPN, right? I go to one VPN and I configure it, like VNet pairing. I go to one VNet and I configure it for both of them from the same screen. Do you think I'll be able to do it in the same manner here? Or do you think we'll have to do it differently? What do you think?
We have to do on both.
Yes, we'll have to do it separately because understand, guys, many a times it will be your on-prem, right? There's no way you can sit here and do something at on-prem. So it has to be done separately. Even if these are Azure, we'll have to do it separately. So I go to settings. Under settings, we have connections. Go to connection, click add. I'm creating a connection now. This is my subscription. Okay. This is my resource group. Okay. Now connection type. Using this virtual network gateway, what am I connecting? Am I connecting to VNets or am I connecting to sites? Here, when I say VNet, it is considering that both of the VNets are there in the same tenant. So is that what we are doing? Or are we
No.
doing connecting to
No,
sites?
Side
Side
to
to
side.
two
side.
sides.
And remember, guys, two virtual networks in different subscriptions, they can be connected using VNet pairing and also VPN. But why would you do VPN? It's complex, but it is possible. So if that was the case, I would select VPN. But in this case, are these two VNet in same subscription or same tenant, something like this?
No,
No, we are purely connecting two sites to each other. So it is site to site VPN. Is it express route? No, it is site to site VPN. By the way, can we use express route to connect to clouds or to Azure cloud or to Azure to GCP, Azure to AWS? Can we connect express route? No, we can't. Express route is purely to connect data center and Azure. Only one combination, data center, on-prem data center and Azure. That's it. Azure to Azure, VPN and VNet. Azure to AWS, VPN. Azure to GCP, VPN. Azure to Azure, again, VPN, VNet. Azure to on-prem, VPN or express route. But express route has only one utilization, on-prem to Azure. What are the differences? We'll see that later. So in this case, what will I select? Is it express route or is it VNet pairing? No, we are connecting
Side to
sites.
side.
Right? Let's give it a name. This one I'm connecting from GauSS to UT-Kloud. UT-Kloud to GauSS. Right? Region we have selected. Click next. Click next. Can both of these be created at the same time? No, not possible. Why? I'll tell you. We'll have to create one of them and configure one of them, and then you configure the second one. So I'll go ahead and select GauSS's subscription. I'm selecting here virtual network. Obviously, I'll select the virtual network in which we have been working. Local network gateway. This is the local network gateway which we created. See, local network gateway. So if you didn't have local network gateway, you will not be able to create it. So we are selecting local network gateway. Clear, guys? Still here?
Yes.
Now,
yes.
Yes.
shared key. Whoever is creating first, whoever is configuring the first, that person or that team will create a shared key. Normally, it is discussed already. So no matter who creates first, both of them will know the key in advance. The designing team, whenever they're designing, it is already shared with them. Right? And nowadays, see, we have a preview feature that even this key we can capture from Key Vault, but we are not getting into that. If I select Key Vault, I'll have to create a Key Vault, put this key over there, like we have done previously. So as of now, let's stick to shared key. Now, shared key, whoever is creating first will have to create one. I think minimum 9 digit or something. Let's see, just 1 digit. Does it take? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. We'll stick to 9 digit. Very crucial. If you don't share it with the other party, they will not be able to do it. They will not be able to configure it or connect it with you. Right? Now, IKA protocol. This all are code cryptographic details. We don't have to get into that. We simply just, I have written here already that what you have to use. It is Internet Key Exchange Protocol. So don't worry what is the difference between them. But what you have to worry about is you can't use IKA version 1 here and 2 here. That's not possible. If you're using 2 here, you'll have to use 2 here. Is this point clear to everyone?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
So I'm using 2 here. Rest of the information I'll leave as it is. I don't require border gateway protocol. BGP is not required. We are not doing that. Fine. We don't have to do this also. See, there are too many settings, guys. If you keep on doing that, our whole program will end up in networking, right? We don't have to do everything. By the way, this is the rule, or this is the place where you decide, where you put ingress and outgress NATing rules. This is useful when you have overlapping IP addresses, NAT rules. You create the NAT rules and then you associate them here, but that's not the case in our scenarios. So, right, I can't create, I can't click on create on both of them together. Why not? It will fail
Key
if,
for key.
yes. So at least one should be there with that particular key. So second one will go ahead and cross verify that key, or uh, present that key, that I have this key. Is it matching with you? So if I click create here, right, it won't be able to cross verify with each other. Both of them are being prepared. So we'll wait for one of them to get created. Once it is there, then I'll click on create for the next one. And normally it will never happen. Two
Achha.
different teams working, two different sites. You'll never see both of them are working unless you share the key with them. They will not start working, right? So in emails and teams and chat, everything, it's very transparent. They will ask you, okay, are you done with this? Which version have you used? There's an option also, you can export this file. You don't literally have to tell everything to them, pick up a phone and do it. You don't do that. There are many PowerShell scripts which you run and it will give you one file, XML file, and you give the file to them, and those people will understand how to read it. And same thing, if they are doing it, they will share a file with you. There you will already see IK version, they have used IK version 2. Are they using any IPsec policy? No. What key are they using? This is the key they are using. Right? What connection type are they using? So even they will have everything available with them. Not
Sohail bhai,
necessary exactly same. This I'm talking about Azure to Azure, right? When you're doing it on-prem, you don't have to worry about these keys and everything. They will take care of this at their router level. Yes, sorry, someone was asking something.
हाँ मेरा क्वेश्चन था सोहेल भाई।
Hmm.
ये जो हम शेयर्ड की क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, जब हम ऑन प्रेम टीम को शेयर करेंगे तो
It's not your headache. Where will they put it?
वो टीम
Hmm.
वहाँ पे कहाँ पे उसको,
Not your headache. Where are they putting it in
ठीक है,
the
ये
router? Not your headache.
एज्योर टू सिनेरियो रहेगा नहीं?
No, it will be there. The see
तो
Azure to
वो
Azure
राउटर पे
VPN.
भी कॉन्फ़िगर कर सकते हैं या एनी?
Yes. If it is on-prem to Azure, you have to worry about the steps at on-prem. Now, if I go ahead and start showing you uh, the steps on router or on-prem, the next question will be, what if it is there from Azure to AWS? Then I'll have to show you AWS के AWS में कहाँ पर ये करोगे, right? The next question will be AWS to GCP. How many will you learn? You are an Azure admin. You stick to Azure steps. To do this, they will have their own system admin. The routers will have some protocols. Routers will have some scripting. They will have their own uh, I think EGRP and GRP protocols, they'll be using it. And where to use the shared key, what syntax to be used, you don't have to worry about it. You just have to share it. Or maybe they will share it with you. Because if you start on that page, maybe chalo, I'll show you. I'll go to Cisco uh, packet tracer. It will give me one virtual router. I will show you. It will consume one more session. But the next question is AWS में कहाँ use करोगे? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज जीसीपी में कहाँ यूज करोगे? अलीबाबा में कहाँ पर यूज करोगे? वेयर विल यू यूज इट इन ओरेकल? वेयर विल यू यूज इट इन माय प्राइवेट क्लाउड? राइट, सो यू कांट have that approach and learn everything. Not possible. You'll always have a supporting team. So if you're doing it on-prem, there will be network engineers at on-prem. Understand that the data center is already established. People are working there. Before even cloud is there, people are working there. So network engineers are there. You don't have to worry about it. Routers will
Okay,
have
got it.
multiple interface. Router will have the public interface over there. Somewhere they will put it. Even now, I'm not sure. I haven't done it on the physical router. Most of the time, in fact, all the time, you will always have. Imagine there's a data center, guys. 2000 servers are running. Network वगैरह सब कुछ already बना हुआ है. So someone has created that, right? If you're doing it from scratch, then that's a different thing. Again, if you're doing it from scratch, you're not an architect. You won't design it. Someone will be there to design it. So by the time it comes to you, it will be very simple. And from interview perspective, you won't even have to worry about all these things. You just have to explain the process. Yes, I'll share this key, I'll share this, and then I'll share it with the network team, on-prem network team. No one will ask you that what are they going to do it at the router side. And even if they ask, you can simply say, I have worked, but as far as I remember, or I'm sure that in my project, we had on-prem team and we just had to share it with them. Router level configuration, I'm not aware of. Simple. You can deny it. If you do the same thing, what do you think the CCNA people will do then? जो CCNA करके वहां पर एज अ नेटवर्क इंजीनियर है, what will they do then? Right? You can't do everything. You are working on Azure, focus on the Azure steps. In fact, when you go to GCP and AWS, quite similar. GUI is different, uh, names are different, but quite similar. But you don't have to worry about it. If you start learning that, it won't take much time. If you're good with this one, and if you go there and start learning that I want to do the cross connectivity between AWS and Azure, you will be able to achieve it. But why do you want to do that? You're presenting yourself as an Azure admin, stick to Azure. Right? So we're done here, guys. Hopefully it will start pinging in some time. In fact, it has already pinging. Can you see? Two different machines in different tenants, different IPs, and they are pinging each other via private IP, which means now from here, if it was a Windows machine, if I want to take RDP to this machine, it was possible for me. If I want to have some shared services here and I want this machine to use, it is possible. And is it between only these two machines, or will it apply on all the machines which I have in that VNet?
All
All
machines.
the
All
machines.
the machines by
All
default
machine
it
in
will
that
apply.
VNet.
What about different VNets then? Chalo, I'm happy that you guys have achieved this. Uh, Fine, this is done. Now I'm able to ping these machines from my this one. Or I had 1,000 machines here. All these 1,000 machines are connected, but I have different VNets also. Then what? Do I have to do the process again? What will you do?
No, we just need to make the VNet pairing between these two networks within
Simple,
the
yes.
Azure.
Do the VNet pairing from here to here, right? Last time we saw VNet pairing from here to this one. Same from here to here, here to here, and this one. Are these VNets talking to each other? Because that wasn't my requirement. If I do this, will these VNets also talk to each other?
No,
No.
No, right? So that was my requirement. I didn't want these to talk to each other, but all of these VNets, they have something common in their data center. So every VNet, if 10 servers are here, इस application के 10 server data center में भी है, right? If 20 servers are here, इसके 20 servers यहाँ पर भी है. Or maybe numbers could be mismatched, but if servers are here, so I want all of them to talk to data center, but I don't want them to talk to each other because these are two different applications. So am I achieving all of this along with what we did using VPN? Using VPN, I was able to connect the data center here, right? I use all these components: VNet gateway, connection, local network gateway, gateway subnet, etc., etc. Firewall, it's not necessary, but it will always be there. As of now, we didn't integrate it. It's not necessary. So I have achieved this, and then using this VNet pairing and UDR, I will be able to achieve this complete connectivity. Now your complete Azure is able to connect to your data center. Everything over private network. Now someone who is sitting in this data center with a server or a machine, they don't even require a public access to take RDP to this machine as far as they have sufficient accesses. Network connectivity we have established. So is this point clear, guys, to everyone?
Yes.
Any doubts, any questions, anything? Yes, no, maybe. Do you want me to explain any
Data
another?
center VMs, data
Yes.
centers VM won't required any internet connection. If we
No,
have this
no,
connectivity,
no,
then
no, no, definitely not. Why do you need internet connection then? That was the whole point, right? I didn't want to go via internet. Now these two VMs, do they need internet to talk to each other? I mean, by default, they are getting internet. I'm able to access Google, but if I block the internet, will they still not be
yes,
talking
yes,
to each other?
for accessing the Google, I mean to say, at data center level.
No, that's a different question. That's a different topic, and that's a different thing. You want to access from server, by the way, no one accesses internet, but that's a different thing. Here, the point is this VM is connecting this VM. Do we require internet if I do the VNet pairing?
No, no,
No, right? This
not
VM to
required.
this VM. Do I require VNet pairing?
No,
Do I require internet?
no.
No.
So similarly, once you have done your VPN, any VM here, if they want to talk to this one or anywhere, they do not require internet. They are a part of one
Got
private network now.
yes.
And how will they access internet? A VM sitting here. First thing, no one wants to access internet from server, and even if it is there, not your job. You are not system admin. Understand the difference between cloud admin, guys. You're working as cloud admin. You need internet access on this machine, that might come to you. You need internet on the machine at data center, why will it come to you? They have their system admin, they have their network engineers. They will make sure that traffic goes here. They won't even require cloud for that. These are two different questions and two different scenarios altogether. If someone sitting in my data center, his server wants internet, right? They won't even come to Azure. They don't require Azure. They had servers before Azure. They had internet before Azure. How they want to plan using their router and everything, it's up to them. But they won't come to you for this. Clear, guys? Still here?
Yes.
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 Okay. So look at this. These are the components which we are using. I'll be deleting them as soon as we are done with our training session because I told you these are costliest one. Uh, in case you need to check something, you can go to connection. Troubleshooting, if you want to do anything, you can always go to connection. Under connection, it will show you all the settings which you have inserted, configuration and properties, everything you'll be able to see. So see the key, if you want to change that key, right? Maybe while configuring, you think you had a typo error, right? After configuration, machines are still not pinging to each other. It's not working. So you want to change the key, you can do that. Netting rules, you want to add something, you can do that. We are not learning the NAT rules, by the way. This is the kind of resource, guys, which you will surely keep a lock on. Once everything has been done successfully, no one wants to touch it again. Read only lock लगा देता है इसके ऊपर तो. Yeah, but if you want to change, let's say while preparing and while creating it is not working, so you can come here and check if all the settings are correct. iKey version they gave v2. Have I selected v2? So this is kind of troubleshootings you can do. Properties you can check from here. Same things you will be able to check. Right? If you want to reset the settings, you can do it from here. But no one will ask you questions on troubleshooting because VPN answer itself should be too long. If you try explaining all these things, you can easily take 5 to 8 minutes on this. So these are the components which will require connection, local network gateway, public IP, right? These are obviously they are coming with machine, uh, virtual network gateway, and this is virtual network gateway is public IP actually, not this public IP. This is with machine. These are the 5 components which you need to remember. VNet, connection, VNet virtual network gateway with a subnet, right? So then virtual network gateway public IP, Then local network gateway. So this local network gateway will represent the details of this one, and this local network gateway will represent the details of this one. Then a connection. All this I have written here already. I have written the steps also. Okay, one thing I missed while creating, there were two options, route based and policy based. By default, it takes route based, and we always have to stick to route based, at least in our sessions. What is the difference between them? When you select route based VPN types, while selecting the VPN type, it was there. I think I missed, I didn't explain it. So while creating the VPN, route based means it's a dynamic routing. It means you will use it when you want to newly added subnet or SIDR to the to be detected by VPN connection. What is it saying? That if I select route base, what will happen? In this virtual network, if I go to this virtual network, at the time of creation, my VPN connectivity, this virtual network, how many subnets it had? Let's
2.
check. Two, right? Gateway subnet,
2.
obviously I can't have any machine, so we are not even considering. How many machine consumable subnets it had? It had
One.
Only 1.
one.
One.
So if I had five machines, those five machines will be able to talk to this one, right? Because I had only one subnet. Now, if I go ahead and create new subnet, machines from that subnet will not be able to communicate here. They will not be able to communicate here if I select policy based. I will have to go that and add it manually. But if I select route based, then it will automatically select. You won't even have to worry if you're creating new subnet, you're creating new machine. You won't have to worry about it. So normally you will see route based. But yes, if there is a requirement that you need to do this, option is there. You can select policy based, and policy based will not add all the machines automatically. It will not add new subnets automatically. So newly added subnets will be added automatically in route based. In policy based, it will not be added automatically. Scope will be there. You can add it, but not automatically. Clear to everyone, guys?
सोहेल भाई मतलब अगर किसी वीनेट पे हमको एक रिसोर्स को प्रोटेक्ट करना है तो फिर हम पॉलिसी बेस यूज कर सकते हैं ना वीपीएन कॉन्फ़िगरेशन फॉर एग्जांपल अगर राउट बेस यूज किया तो उस वीपीएन यूज करके उस यूजर को हमारे पूरे वीनेट का एक्सेस मिल जाएगा अगर हम किसी रिसोर्स को प्रोटेक्ट करना चाहते हैं तो वो फिर पॉलिसी बेस के थ्रू अचीव कर सकते हैं ना
Uh, you can say that in a manner, but see, what you have established here, guys, is just network connectivity. Just because you are in same network, that doesn't mean you have access to my machine completely, right? If I don't give you any user ID and password, what will you do with my machine? हमने सिर्फ network connectivity establish की है. So it is not exposing everything. ठीक है, उसको आपका network दिख रहा है. But that doesn't mean कि आपकी हर एक service दिख रही है. If there is a storage account here, by default he is not getting access just because you are in same network. Right? What you're saying,
ओके
it's
मतलब
fine.
अगर उस वीनेट में कोई मेरा
ये so VNet पे अगर आपका कोई दूसरा machine होगा, so not he is not getting any access by default. It's just the network connectivity is there. Now in your company, you may have 10 other servers. They're already in one network. Right? That doesn't mean that now you and your colleague, you guys are sitting in same network, right? But that doesn't mean that he will have the same level of access what you have. You are able to access some SharePoint. He's not able to access that. Being in one network doesn't mean that you get access to everything by default, guys. You just get the network connectivity. What we have established here, it's network connectivity, authentication, uh, machine specific access, user ID, password, IAM, ये सब कुछ अभी भी as it is है. Just because you have done the network connectivity, इससे वो सब omit नहीं हो गया. Getting the point?
Sohail,
Yes.
in
यस
case of other virtual networks, is only VNet pairing enough, or we need to define a route as well?
You will have to define a route. Otherwise, how if you just do the VNet pairing, right? VNet pairing, it's for these machines. When your traffic is going from this machine to here, how it
Hmm.
knows that it should go from here? Your traffic
Right.
will be accepted at this point only if it is coming from this particular VNet gateway, right? If you go from here to here, it won't allow you.
Correct.
If this traffic is going from here to here, then only it will allow you, because there's a trust between these two. It is allowing this traffic and this is allowing this traffic. So your VNet should know that traffic should route from here to here. So UDR is required. In hub and spoke model, UDR is needed.
Okay.
Yes, guys, we have 3 minutes. Any other questions? Please do ask. Yes, guys, we still have 3 minutes. Any doubts, any questions? Please do ask. I'm deleting it at my subscription. On Gauss's subscription, I'll keep it till 2:30. For 20 minutes, I'll keep it. All of you have access, read access, right? You will be able to go ahead and see. Go ahead, watch. If you want to take some screenshot, do that. At 2:30, I'll start deleting this resource group. It is under one new resource group I have created under Gauss's subscription, right? I think the name is VPN, Gauss-VPN. So go ahead and you can have a look at that if you want to go and check. You all of you have read access, right? So you will be able to see that. Uh, let's see which is the resource group. Yeah, this is the resource group. All of you will by default have access. Go to this resource group, check all the resources, settings. You want to take a screenshot, whatever you want to do it, do it. 2:30, I will delete this resource group. So we are done for today's session, guys. Tomorrow we are going to see point to site connectivity. Point to site is where one particular person just want to access 2 or 3 resources at my cloud. So for just for this small requirement, I don't want to have this hassle of VPN. I can achieve using VPN also, right? The moment I have connected these two, everything is connected now in terms of network. But I don't want that. I just want one particular person to connect here over the private IP. So there we'll use point to site. We are going to see point to site tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. If you have any questions, any doubts, please feel free to put it in WhatsApp group. Go ahead and check this. I'm not putting any task for today. We'll put that tomorrow. I'll see if I can put some questions for today at least. I'm stopping the session, guys. See you guys tomorrow.